Good morning. We're going to discuss Matthew chapter 4, verse 3, 5, and 8. Believers' temptation similar to Jesus. The tempter come and said to him, then the devil, again the devil. Our temptations are similar in kind to what Jesus forced. First, Satan tries to get us to distrust God's providential care and solve our own difficulties by our own strength and cleverness. Second, the devil will tempt us to presume on the Lord's protection by having us willingly place ourselves in danger's pathway, where we can meet all kinds of physical and spiritual harm. Third, he appeals to our selfish ambitions in hopes we might grasp after God's promises in our own strength. The Apostle John mentioned these same temptations, all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes, and the boastful pride of life is not from the Father, but it is from the world. In 1 John chapter 2, verse 16. Those three major sources of temptation are all around us. So how do we resist? Consider the man who trained his dog by placing a piece of meat in the center of the floor. Whenever the dog tried to take the meat, its owner swatted it and said, no. Before long, the dog learned to associate the swat with a no, and simply left the meat alone when it heard the word. Finally, whenever the meat was placed on the floor, the dog would not even look at the meat, but instead at its master, waiting for his word of approval or denial. In a way, this illustrates how we must deal with temptation. Keep our eyes on the master rather than the temptation, and wait for his command. Now I want you to ask yourself, one of the grandest things about heaven will be the freedom of living without the burden of temptation or the inclination to obey it. Till then, what can you do to keep your eyes on the Master, resisting Satan's attempts at deception and destruction? Pray for the sharper, super spiritual eyesight. Amen. God bless you. Until next time.